quick selection tool, magic wand tool, and also the select and mask settings. So the quick selection tool is just like this. You will paint over the area that you want to select. You can play with the size of the brush. It works like a brush, but it selects the objects. You can use the Option and Alt shortcuts, press both of them together, and move your cursor up and down for the intensity, left and right for the size. Just to remind you, Option key is Alt in the Windows. I'm now using the Mac, that's why you hear me a lot using the word Option. The Option is Alt in Windows. Just like the other selection tool, if you press on the Shift, you can add more object to the selection, and if you press on the Option or Alt, you will remove stuff from the selection, just like this. Let's go back to our portrait. Now if I want to remove this area, just like this, we will remove it. Now let's go back to our other selection tool, which is Magic Wand. This selects the pixels that have the same color. This tool works the best on the photos that has few colors. So the magic tool will easily identify the pixels that have the same colors. Now let's talk about the select and mask. Let's select this lady. I'm using the object selection tool, and then click on this select and mask. Here you have many options to refine your selection. One of them is refine edge. This one is the best one. Let's bring down the opacity of the background now. Make it something like this. And now we can paint over the hair. As you can see, it's doing magics, removing all of the background behind the hair. And of course you can play with the hardness and size of the brush. Let's move to the second tool, which is this one. This brings back the background, just like this. And you can use the refine edge to remove it again, just like this. In the right side we have some of the controls. It will control your selection, basically. We have the radius, we have the smoothness. This will smooth your selection. We have the feather, if you want to give the feather to your selection. We have the edges. I tend not to play a lot with these settings, only with the smoothness. That one is good, but you can go ahead and play with it and see how it will affect your selection. Now if you press OK, we have a brand new selection and a very refined one. We can mask it like this, and it's magically remove the background even behind the hair. But we have some issues. Some of the hair is removed. You can fix that by clicking on the mask, then using the brushes. You can use the white color to bring back the areas that have been removed, and then we have the black color to remove the areas that you want to. So just like this, we will bring back some of the areas that have been removed. And of course, it's a brush. You can play with the size, hardness and opacity, the flow, smoothness, all of the settings of the brush. All of these settings will give you control on how much you want to remove or add to your photo. For now, I will go ahead and add all of the areas that have been removed. Okay, now the power of masking comes. If you double click on the mask, you can bring back all of these properties and refine your edges anytime you want. This is called non-destructive way of working. I want to cover these two tools as well in this menu. This is object selection tool and this one is lasso tool. They basically work similar to the other one that we have. If you want to bring back an area, you can select it and bring it back. Okay guys, this will be the end of this lesson. In the next lesson you are going to cover the remaining selection tools, and I will show you also how to use the pen tool for the selection. See you there. Bye bye.